3 seconds before you found this video, heaven's war room erupted with a sound that shook the foundations of the unseen realm. Your name flashed across the cosmic notification system in frequencies only angels perceive. Every demonic force assigned to keep you scrolling past this exact message fell silent, because they knew the curtain was about to be pulled back, and there was nothing they could do to stop it. Feel that shift in your chest right now, the subtle tightening, the inexplicable awareness that something is different about this moment. That is not anxiety. That is recognition. Your spirit has been waiting for this revelation, crying out for answers in a language your conscious mind could not translate. And finally, after so many nights of restless confusion, the response is here. The algorithm did not bring you here. Coincidence is not real in the kingdom of heaven. While billions of videos flicker across screens worldwide, invisible hands guided your finger to pause on this specific thumbnail. You were summoned, chosen, called into this digital space that is about to become a portal between the realm you can see and the realm that has been watching you. Listen to the sound of your own breathing, in and out. Each breath you have taken over the past weeks has been counted, measured, recorded, not by surveillance but by love. By a father who has watched you walk through rooms where the air felt heavy, where your shoulders tensed without reason, where your eyes darted toward doorways because some primal instinct in your soul, sensed a presence you could not name. You thought you were going mad. You thought your sensitivity was a curse. But heaven whispers to you now. You are perceiving truth. If you feel that electric sensation crawling up your spine, hit that like button right now as a spiritual agreement. Because what is about to be revealed is not entertainment. This is a divine interruption, a holy ambush, a moment when the veil between what you thought you knew and what has always been true becomes thin as breath. Today, finally, God is exposing your neighbor. And the truth is heavier than clouds before a storm, and darker than midnight without stars. Yet somehow, it is the key that will unlock the prison you did not know you were living in. For so long, you have walked past a door, the same door, day after day, exchanging pleasantries, words floating in the air like dust particles, seemingly meaningless. But your spirit, that part of you wired directly into the throne room of heaven, has been screaming warnings you tried to rationalize away. You remember that night when you woke at exactly 3:17 in the morning, heart pounding, skin damp with perspiration that had no source. Everything appeared normal. Your furniture sat in familiar positions. Your walls remained solid. But something had shifted in the atmosphere. Something you could not see had moved through your space like smoke. And when you finally returned to sleep, your dreams were strange, vivid, filled with symbols you could not decode. Heaven was trying to tell you something. There were other signs, too. The week when 3 items went missing from your home. Small things. A key, a photograph, a piece of jewelry, and then, days later, reappeared in locations that made no logical sense. You blamed your memory, but deep in the cavern of your knowing, something whispered that this was not forgetfulness. This was interference. Your neighbor has been carrying a secret, and that secret has been leaking into your life like poison gas under a doorway. Invisible but potent, affecting your peace without your conscious awareness. If you have felt sudden heaviness press against your chest when you were near a certain wall, if your mood shifted without explanation when you heard specific footsteps, if you avoided certain areas of your own space because the energy there felt thick and wrong, type "finally" in the comments. The Spirit of the living God speaks directly to you now, not through a messenger who only partially understands, but directly, as a father speaks to a beloved child whose safety is his obsession, and he says, I have watched every moment of your confusion. I have counted every tear. I have seen the nights when you questioned your own sanity because the world told you nothing was wrong. Yet your spirit screamed that everything was wrong. You were never crazy. You were discerning. Your neighbor, the one who smiled when you crossed paths. The one whose eyes carried a coldness that contradicted their warm words. The one who seemed overly interested in the details of your life has not been who they appeared to be. Beneath the mask of neighborly affection, beneath the performance of community, there has been an agenda, hidden, deliberate, aimed at you. Some of you watching this, your breath just caught. Subscribe to this channel right now because what is about to unfold over the coming weeks is a series of revelations that will connect dots you thought were random. This is heaven opening a broadcast frequency specifically calibrated to your deliverance. While you slept, this person positioned close to your dwelling was awake, engaging in practices, speaking words, making agreements with forces that do not wish you well. Your name has been in their mouth when darkness was their only companion. They believed proximity gave them access, that your kindness was weakness, that their secret activities would remain forever concealed in shadow. But they forgot one critical truth. They forgot that you belong to the God who sees everything, who knows every whispered word spoken in locked rooms, who records every intention hidden in hearts that smile with teeth while plotting with souls. They forgot that angels surround those called by the Most High, and the appointed time has arrived. Archangel Michael, whose very name means who is like God, stands at the threshold of your home right now. His sword, forged in fires of holy purpose and blazing with light that would blind physical eyes, is drawn, not to attack you, not to frighten you, but to cut through every spiritual cord that your neighbor has attempted to tie to your destiny, to sever every invisible thread they have tried to weave into your life, to dismantle every altar, every ritual, every spoken curse that they believed would slow your progress, confuse your relationships, block your blessings, or steal your peace. Can you sense him? Can you feel warrior angels positioning themselves around the borders of your space? You are not alone. You have never been alone. And the forces assigned to protect you are far more powerful than anything assigned to harm you. Type "protected" in the comments if you feel the shift happening as these words are spoken. Because this is not theory. This is reality breaking through the illusion you have been living in. The Lord says, I am about to show you things that will shock you. Within days, not months or years, but days, you will witness your neighbor's mask beginning to slip. They will say something that reveals too much. They will react with nervousness when you mention certain topics. They will accidentally expose their own deception. When heaven decides to bring truth into light, there is no human effort clever enough to keep it hidden. You will hear your name mentioned in places you never expected. Stories about you that you never told will surface, and you will trace them back to the source that stood close enough to observe, to gather, to carry tales like precious cargo to other ears. Their interest was not innocent. It was surveillance. It was information gathering. It was preparation for interference. But every word they spoke against you has been recorded in heaven's court. Every attempt they made to paint you falsely has been documented by angels who never sleep, who write in books that cannot be erased. And now the very accusations they tried to spread about you are being turned back upon their own heads. The traps they set for your feet are becoming snares for their own steps. This is not your revenge. This is divine justice. Do not lift a finger to retaliate. Do not speak words of cursing. That is not your assignment. Your assignment is to watch, to pray, and to prepare for the freedom that is coming. That job opportunity that seemed certain but suddenly vanished. That relationship that was flourishing but abruptly turned cold. That financial blessing that was flowing but mysteriously dried up. That health issue that appeared without medical cause. These were not random occurrences. There was a hand in it. An invisible hand operating through someone positioned close enough to observe when things were going well for you. Close enough to act in the unseen realm before doors could fully swing wide. The delays you experienced were not divine timing. They were demonic interference channeled through a human vessel who agreed to be used. Sometimes a little problem turns into a big one. You've got to stay on top of things because it's very easy to take one step forward and 2 steps back. That's what happened with the Israelites, but God gave them a chance to repent, and they did. Isn't it great that God gives second chances and that He will give you a second chance too if you need one? Do you feel like someone is watching you these days? When you're in a crowd, have you ever felt like people were looking at you? Have you ever heard someone say your name when no one was around? It wasn't in your head. Pay close attention to this part now. Your choice is important because you will be tired after this message. What they're offering you looks familiar. It's a trap. Whether a relationship, a job, or an old habit. It's wrapped in warmth but full of trickery. It will be the same person who paid to get back into your life, pretending to be different, pretending to love and care for you. They're going to cry. They're going to do something. In fact, they'll say the exact words you want to hear. Heaven tells you, do not open that door. Do not answer that call. Do not turn around. Your fate is ahead of you, not behind you. Sign up now. This is not just a warning. If you're getting it at the right time, it's because God is choosing people with open hearts and you are one of them. This is divine confirmation for you. Your heart is seen by God, your pain is seen by angels. This message was written for you today before you even woke up. Allow this to continue. What that detective said after he was caught revealed something very frightening. He talked about a fake document with your information on it that was signed, stamped, and altered to delay something that was supposed to help you financially. Something that might have made a difference. Heaven didn't let it go through because God caught that file, and someone in a government office found a mistake in that paper last night. The arrest happened because of that mistake. That was not a random event, but a heavenly intervention. Listen closely, don't scroll past this when you see it. This lesson is happening right now, so don't say, "I'll watch it later." What you choose will affect your health, your peace, and your next move. You'll notice signs after reading this today. If someone tries to call you 3 times and you don't answer the second call, take note. A bird may come to your window tomorrow morning. Take that as a sign of your angel's message. Someone will say, "Watch closely," either in real life or in the media. That's why you shouldn't believe everything you see. You're tired of being the one who cares too much, forgives too quickly, and hopes for too long. But do you understand why you feel so deeply? Because your heart is so pure that it can carry words from God. That's why people are attacking you. Archangel Michael stands before the throne and calls your name. Heaven is silent. "Father, the time has come," he says. "We need to tell the story. Pay close attention and stay with this until the end. What you're about to hear is not like anything else, it's heaven. Didn't you feel the air move around you? Moments of peace you can't explain, followed by restlessness, are not random. These are nudges from heaven. Soft words from Jesus to your heart. His voice is quiet and small. A gentle call from God. Don't be afraid of thunder or fire, because what you need is now coming down from heaven. If you've ever felt God give you a soft push, say amen. Tell them to pause, says Archangel Michael. If you believe God is speaking to you today, tell them to pay attention. As the sun rises, you will learn something that will change the rhythm of your life. Now is not the time to be afraid. It is the time to wake up. You have been chosen to see before others so you can connect what was hidden with what is about to be shown. Heaven has kept a secret safe, and Jesus has held the key in his hand until now. Your name is written in light on that key. Type, "My name is written" in the comments if you believe your name is written in heaven. You've lived through storms that could have taken you out. In seasons of silence, you thought God had forgotten you, yet your spirit never broke. God was preparing you for this moment the whole time. The secret is not what you lost, but what is being restored. Every prayer that seemed unanswered was a seed. Each tear watered a promise. Every sleepless night was not a penalty. It was preparation. Child of heaven, the gates are about to open, says Archangel Michael. The wait is over tonight. This is the divine alarm clock for your future. The Spirit of God is moving through your environment, setting things back in order and repairing what was broken. You are not called to warn people. You are called to welcome them into the fullness of their mission. This is your chance to become the person you long to be. Remember this always. You were never forgotten. You were being formed. There was thunder in the heavens. Your breakthrough was being crafted behind the scenes. Breathe deeply. Your name will be spoken in places you've never been by tomorrow. You've carried heartbreak and dared to dream again. The holy current is moving quickly. You are advancing a promise. Heaven is aware of what you're doing. Your name is surrounded by light. The secret is open. It's Jesus speaking. You will never lose what I am about to return to you. Do not step away now, because tomorrow will be different from today. You will feel a peace beyond words. Watch for signs from God and know you are aligned with His plan. Tonight, the sword of Archangel Michael shines for you. Jesus has extended His hand to you. Heaven says, this is your time. Do not move. Do not doubt. The secret is no longer hidden. You have been chosen by God. Heaven has been preparing for years. When this word stops sounding in your ears, guard it in your heart so you do not miss it. This hour is holy and your name is heard in the halls of heaven. Stay with this to the end, says Michael, because something remarkable is about to aid you. Jesus wants you to remember who you are, not lost or forgotten, but the very reason angels are working tonight. The power that parted the sea is moving into your life, repairing timelines, opening new possibilities, and removing blocks to your gifts. When you smiled in public, you were fighting unseen battles. Even when others didn't believe, you did, and heaven saw. Now you receive something for your quiet strength. Everything that belongs to you is being drawn toward your destiny by the roaring movement of God in what seemed like empty silence. Do you sense that rising inside you? That's more than a feeling. Your spirit is recognizing truth. Jesus whispers, time has matured. You didn't waste time waiting. Every wait was training. Every broken heart brought divine guidance to honor your name. Heaven was building a throne of power. The key that held the secret is now turning. Your pain was never a penalty. It was a polish. You were set apart for a reason. Those who could not go with you were removed by God. Before the night ends, heaven will show you unmistakable proof. Archangel Michael is beside you. Not a far-off guardian, but one who has seen every tear fall into heaven's river like gems. Each one is recorded. Each one is transforming into a divine expression. This is not fabrication. This is precise, like a prophetic witness. You are standing where pain becomes power and battle becomes testimony. Before tomorrow arrives, I will prove I was in every detail. The holy plan was not delayed. It was right on time. Now it's your turn. Let this word be your sign. You are awake. By sunrise, you will have something to say. What was taken will return in greater measure. This is divine acceleration. Time will work for you, not against you. God's power will open formerly closed doors. Those who doubted you will be shocked by how quickly you rise. Do not leave before the end. Angels surround you, aligning paths, arranging meetings, and orchestrating what seems impossible, but fits perfectly with God's timing. This isn't pretending. This is reality. Heaven is interfacing with your world. Jesus says the stars are aligned to help you. You won't see the wind, but you will see its effects. You might not hear the footsteps, but you'll know someone is there now. Something beyond full understanding is taking shape. Follow me, do not doubt. Michael with raised sword. By tomorrow, a sign will appear, not obvious but clear. Heaven works that way. Not loud, but powerful. You are on holy ground. Breathe and hold this promise. What was written about you in heaven is manifesting on earth. The air is charged with holy power that revives old dreams. My wings cover you. Don't move. This is a holy moment. You can feel the nearness of God's throne in every word. Christ says, I saw you survive what was meant to silence you. I recorded every tear. None were wasted. They paved the way from pain to purpose. Now heaven crosses that bridge to meet you. Michael stands before you radiant and says you are about to witness reversal. Every no becomes a yes, rejection redirects to a new path. Delay yields to perfect order. The world thought you were still, but heaven was moving faster. The release has begun. This is not a tremor of emotion. This is rising. Fear drops its weight. Christ calls you to prepare. Prepare for love, opportunities, and surprises that match your faith. Now is the time to change, and heaven is watching. Divine codes are being written into your timeline, says Michael. Allies are gathering for your next step. Paths once blocked are clear. Heaven is never late and never rushed. Jesus says softly, you weren't waiting on me. I was waiting for you to believe again. What's coming cannot be stopped now. Before sunrise, you will sense something unusual. A quiet sign, perhaps someone you know. That is proof, not coincidence. Heaven is a breath away. This message doesn't end. It unfolds. Michael's wings remain extended. You are mine, Jesus says, calling your name. Now is your time. Each second aligns heaven's time with your life. When others left, I stayed. Every time you felt overlooked, I was setting the stage for your unveiling. Not delayed, but protected. Michael says, the silence you heard was a safe space, not rejection. What couldn't grow in noise became heaven in you. You were forged so well that you can walk through fire and still shine. Keep going, you are living proof of perseverance. What was meant to break you has made you stronger. You were chosen in the pressure. You weren't meant to fit in. You were meant to break patterns so the world could see you as a living wonder of grace. Heaven has set you in motion. Delays are undone. Missed chances return multiplied. You're entering divine growth. What once crawled now runs. Jesus speaks. You didn't need to wait for a miracle. You are the wonder. You are filled with the light you asked for and hearing the answer you sought. Don't move. This is the hour when heaven kisses earth because you obey. The gates are open. The season has begun. What is yours can no longer be postponed. Rest now, beloved. Tomorrow brings wonder, not waiting. Light is now your image, your promise, your truth. Heaven has announced your arrival. The word has become your life. Your presence shines with us. Your words can awaken people. Heaven has witnessed every moment, every pain, every desire. This is reality now. Michael lowers his sword. His wings stretch wide, and there is a hush among the stars. This soul has endured, believed, and now completion is released. You're not at the end. You're at the doorway of promise. Jesus says what once felt like loss was preparation. Planned quiet that felt present. What seemed late was right on time. Here's the secret. You never had to wait for heaven. Heaven waited for you to rise and step into the light that was already yours. Every tear turned into ink, rewriting your story in gold. Every word carried into the next world. Peace will follow your steps. Joy will be your companion. You have become the version of yourself God dreamed possible. This is gift, not merit. It's not enough to pray for an open door. You hold the key. Heaven enters your story. The waiting is over, he says. The season of discovery begins. Breathe deeply. My promise is in the air. Michael kneels. His hand shines. Waves of light pass through your name. Every hope and prayer has been heard. Now that heaven has released it, nothing can stop it. Peace is the last secret. Jesus says, you already carry the light you sought. You are a living wonder. Stay with this to the end, because heaven's story for you is no longer being written. It's being lived. Michael rises, folds his wings in honor, and says, it is finished. Heaven is quiet, not because the world is ending, but because it stands in awe of what you've become. You are not done. You are witnessing the amazing. The air around you is holy. Do not move. Every second carries purpose. Everything that once made you weep will now make you shine, he says. Heaven defended you in silence. When you could not stand, I stood beside you. Now I stand before you as the promise is kept. Restoration has begun, not only of what was lost, but of what was promised. The last barriers have fallen. The battle is over. It's time to be recognized. Every unseen gift is now in motion, carrying your name in light. Do you feel peace? That is proof, not fantasy. Heaven rewards faith. Heaven has seen your strength. The perfect fulfillment of your story has arrived. You were never forgotten. We were ready. It's not going to happen. It's already here.